We are being treated to not super hot weather today, and we're going to see near normal heat for late July tomorrow and Friday. And then the weekend is transitioning us into 3 first alert weather days next week with a possible heat wave building into north and central Georgia. This afternoon, some spotty showers will continue for the next few hours, but nothing widespread, maybe a brief downpour or 2. There's not any lightning or thunder associated with this activity, which is good news. And by 7 p.m. this evening, if we're not fully dry, we should be almost there. And certainly for the rest of the night, we'll be drying out nicely. A pocket of some drier air is going to temporarily build into North Georgia tonight before we see some return of humidity through the day tomorrow. And that's going to come with more spotty showers and a few brief downpours or thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon. The rain coverage about 30%. And things tomorrow will be lifting in from the south and east, moving from southeast to northwest across north and central Georgia. And then Thursday and into Friday, we'll see decreasing rain chances. And by the weekend, we're looking at nearly fully dry weather returning with highs at 95 degrees both days. Next week, we're going to be pushing 100 degrees by Tuesday and Wednesday. And since we're talking about several days in a row, we're calling this a possible heat wave building in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all with very limited rain chances. Very hot weather with temperatures again between 95 and 100 degrees.